standing on the summit of Smarts Mountain. You've seen the fire tower. I didn't climb it because people were camping right below it. That did not look comfortable, the slanted rocks, but to each their own. It's okay. I got a lot of miles to do, so I can miss out on that view because it's all about being on top of the mountain. Me and my froggy voice first thing in the morning. It was early, so I didn't want to bother them at all. But Smarts Mountain is in the bag. Starting a descent of Smarts Mountain here. Looks beautiful today. A little bit cool, but not much at all. Cooler than the 90 degrees. The breeze feels good when I'm walking, and I'm going down, so that will feel good to start the day. But it's going to be hot and muggy again. Sun is out. Probably was a really nice view from top of that fire tower. But like I said, I didn't want to bother the people camping right below it. Why people needed to camp right below the fire tower, I have no idea. I don't know, just to give my own personal opinion, I think it's quite selfish because there's other places you could put your tent. It's not like that was the last place. But I digress. It's all about being on the summit to me, and I was in a hurry this morning anyway because I either am doing 21 or 28 miles today. One of the two. There's not much choice in between. If I do 28 miles, I'm looking at over 8,000 feet of elevation. But I will decide that as the day progresses based on my strength and how I'm feeling. And the weather, I will keep a check on that because the weather is going to get hairy starting tomorrow. So I'm trying to position myself in a good place for the descent on Mount Moosilauke. So figure that out as I go today. Got Mount Cube next to climb. Like I said, kind of stinks that I didn't get those views, but I've already had so many views from up here on the mountain on Smarts that I can skip one. I'm not going to go bothering people that are trying to sleep at 6 o'clock in the morning. It's not my MO. Anyway, got to get down here in the water. I have half a liter left. That's the problem with dry camping. That's why I don't like dry camping. You know, you come in thirsty, you drink a lot of your water. You have to carry so much water up the mountain to get there. And then you dry camp and don't have enough water or you have to ration it, so to speak. So have half a liter, but it's all downhill for 4 miles, so it'll be good. And I'll be fine with half a liter this first thing in the morning. And that's the story. That's where we are right now. Good morning, by the way. Gonna have a great day. Lots of beautiful things to see today. Let's get it going. It's a beautiful New Hampshire morning. Still descending from Smarts Mountain. It's been a very gradual, cruisy descent so far. Some swampy area, but no creeks yet. Gotta wait till 4 miles down from the summit for a brook. Fill up on water there before it starts climbing again. And maybe stays flat for a little while before the climb. I don't know, but it sure is a beautiful morning. I'm waking up all the spiders with my face. I've gotten, I don't know, several, don't know the number, spiders off my backpack this morning. They are out here in numbers. So those with arachnophobia would not be a big fan. They are everywhere right now. It's a beautiful day though. Oh wow, look at this in our little area. All these Christmas trees. beautiful views. Climbing Mount Cube right now. Took the 4-mile descent off Smarts Mountain, got filled up with some water, cameled up with about 3/4 of a liter probably, ate some food, because I didn't eat enough at the campsite because I didn't have enough water and I didn't want to drink it all then since I had to go 4 miles. So I rationed it. But weird thing, I had some technical issues while I was hiking. During that time, my iPhone locked up on me, so I wasn't able to shoot any video for an hour. It's weird. I get why it does it. If the wrong passcode is put in too many times, it locks up. But the thing is I wasn't even touching it. It was somehow turning itself on and trying to put the passcode in, like bumping up against something. I don't even know. The last couple days I've been so soaked. I mean, it's like I'm in a pool and getting out of the pool with all my clothes on. So obviously I don't want to keep my iPhone in my shorts pockets. So I've been putting it in my hip pocket on the backpack to keep it dry. Still so much moisture and humidity that I have to wipe it off quite a bit on every shot. So you can always, I'm sure you could see a lot of the humidity in the air when I'm shooting. But anyway, it must have bumped into it or something in that pocket and turned it off. I went to grab it and pull it out. And said, you cannot use your iPhone for 59 minutes. Like, well, that's stupid. I mean, again, I get it, but it's stupid. Because I'm out here in the wilderness, you know? If I need the map, I couldn't use it for 59 minutes. I mean, I could stop and wait, but that's not in my nature. Couldn't shoot any video for y'all, but that's okay. There's plenty of times when I go an hour without shooting. It came on right at that one view. That was the end of it. So at least I was able to show you that view from over top that cliff. But hopefully it won't happen anymore. Not really sure how it happened anyway, but I'm like, how does it turn on and start pushing numbers in my hip pocket? Oh well. Climbing Mount Cube. A little bit steep with rocks, I guess. At least it is right now. See how this goes, but should be summiting here and I don't know, 1.5 miles or 2 miles, and then moving on. Here's another prime example of how the AT is not always well marked here in New Hampshire. Slanted rocks that are wet. There was an intersection back that way that went like 3 different ways. One was kind of like a side trail that was marked off, but you couldn't really tell if it was marked off or just a blown down tree. And then another one that was for the shelter. And then you had this one going that you couldn't tell it was a trail necessarily. And after it crossed that creek, you couldn't really tell where it went. And nothing was marked. There was no blazes or anything. They had a little map on a sign saying the AT like north going a certain direction, but it wasn't pointing towards where this trail was or that little climb over the water there. So you just kind of got to look at your map and hope you're doing it right and, you know, make sure that it lines up with the map. I mean, white paint ain't gonna hurt. You can put white paint at any time there's an intersection and it makes life a lot easier, in my opinion. But not trying to complain here because New Hampshire does a heck of a job at maintaining their trails and putting rocks in the good places and right places where there's places to step a little easier. For the most part, I'm really loving New Hampshire, so I'm not taking away from that, but it does kind of get tricky when you don't know where the trail goes at times because there are a lot of rocks and rock faces. And that was just one of the examples right there. Not too bad, worked out, going the right way now. Well, I was going the right way anyway, but continued going the right way on my ascent up here on Mount Cube. Fun times. Ah, you. Beautiful. Worth the climb. Thank goodness for that, Karen. More beautiful views. Gorgeous. You can tell I'm getting close to the whites. These climbs are becoming much rockier, but oh my goodness, they're fun. So many places to step. Oh, look at that. Gorgeous. You know, I have no idea why this mountain is called Mount Cube, but I can tell you this, that a good portion of the rock here is quartz. It's like the whole mountain is made of quartz. There's obviously other rock as well. I don't know that, but I know that a good portion of this is quartz. That's pretty cool. I don't know if that has anything to do with why it's called cube. I don't know what cube would have to do with quartz, but the other thing I could tell you is it is so hot and muggy that even the rocks are sweating. It hasn't rained, but up high, they are soaked. Not even up high, like halfway up the mountain, they were soaked. Unless they're in the direct sun where it's keeping them dry, they are just as wet can be and quite slick. I'm enjoying this climb a lot. It's fun. Mild rock scrambling, climbing over some roots, steepness at times, not so steep at other times. Beautiful forest, rock faces, gorgeous views, feet slipping everywhere. Okay, maybe that part I'm not enjoying as much, but oh, it's gorgeous. Almost to the top. I'll see you up there. Standing on the summit of Mount Cube. First great views of New Hampshire. A little hazy from the heat, but as you can see, perfect views out here. I think there's just one more before I'm in the whites. And Mount Cube is in the bag. Just stopped at a brook after the descent of Mount Cube. Nice and refreshing and cold and running good. So not only did I filter some water and eat a snack, but got some splashing on my face and head and my beard and my arms and hands, because I'm already soaked, but that sweat, this water was nice and cold, so it felt refreshing. Basically like dipping in without dipping in, because I couldn't dip in because it was too shallow to dip in anything, but it felt good nonetheless. I am not quite to noon yet, much less miles than I should be at, but that's okay. I stopped at Mount Cube for a while. I stopped at that first water crossing for a while. I stopped at this water crossing for a while, a lot more than usual, probably 10 minutes at this one. The other one 15 or 20 minutes, and I was up on Mount Cube talking to some southbounders up there for probably 20 minutes or so too. So it's definitely got me behind, but not really, because like I said, I'm gonna either be doing 21 or 28 today, really no in between. So it looks like I'll be doing 21. Just trying to set myself up for the weather that's supposed to hit tomorrow, but as of right now, I don't even know if that's been updated or changed. So I'll have to take a look at that when I have a chance or when I have a signal. Maybe not till tonight. Figure that out. But looking like I'll probably stop around 21 miles a day. Don't write that though in your book of books, because I'll probably change my mind 15 more times before then. But right now, well, up until that point, I only have 2,400 more of elevation in about 10 miles or so. So we'll see. We'll see what happens and go from there. But nonetheless, I will be at the whites by the end of today. I will be at the beginning of the whites at the end of today. Or I will be in the whites by a little bit, which I don't see that one happening, just because it's a lot of miles for the amount of time that's left today. I don't really want to night hike up Moosalok. That's not going to happen. I need the views up there, baby. Yeah. Excited. New Hampshire is beautiful. I'm enjoying the climbing. The only thing I'm not enjoying is the heat. The heat can definitely take a rest now. It's been pretty hot for several days. So I will not mind if it drops 10 or 20 degrees. That will make me very happy. All right, let's continue on this beautiful trail today. forest looks different here. Really cool looking. Very dense. Still the sun's coming through though. Not really a deep dark forest. Check out the way these trees are. Beautiful stuff. It is so hot. And there is no wind. Not even a slight breeze. This is oppressive. Yesterday was a little bit better, even though the temperature was higher. There was a little breeze a lot of times. This is right back to miserable. I think I only got 7 or 8 more miles and I'll be done for the day. Of course, those 7 or 8 miles are gonna take a lot longer than usual because I try not to push it too hard, meaning speed-wise, on a day like today. Of course, now I'm climbing a hill. That's about 1,500 feet of elevation. That's gonna do enough to wear me out and make me pour sweat again. Oh, wish there was like a 10-mile-per-hour breeze. It's really all that we need to make this feel somewhat comfortable. Oh well, what can you do? There's a neat little pond with all the lily pads, and you can see these yellow flowers right there, like coming up throughout the water. It's really cool. Wonder how deep it is. I'm not gonna find out. Nice little pond.